Energy is the key to our existence. From the times of the ancients to our modern day society, energy has always played a key role, whether it be that of resources to operating mechanisms throughout the ages to the amount of rest we've received. Every book has described its transitions, nuance, and depths, for energy is all. Every empire was built, sustained, and thrived on it. Yet nature is its highest reflection. Then moving to many physicists who have said for a long time that our illusion of what we refer to as time is based off trying to track it. Our very essence that gives us life is energy. And in my yoga therapy practice, that is my foundation. Please be my guest to understanding my perspective on energy.
Pranayam means, pran means the energy, ayam means control. So pranayam literally means control of your breathing. Do you know that we hardly use 10 to 15% of our lungs? We are not even using our full lung capacity. So this pranayam, which was it is written in our ancient yoga text, helps us to learn more about our own breathing mechanisms. So pranayam helps us to create this awareness about our own breathing in our body. It is useful both for prevention as well as treatment of diseases. In normal people who do not have any problems or any diseases, pranayam helps to improve the oxygen capacity of the lungs. And we all know that more oxygenation, more our cells are healthy, and more we are able to prevent the deadly diseases like heart disease, cancer, and the other terminal diseases. When we talk of the treatment, especially pranayam helps the cardiac patients. We are treating cardiac patients in a non-surgical manner, where over 1500 cases we have treated just with diet, exercise, yoga and pranayams, and we have prevented bypass surgeries and angioplasties in them. Even the asthmatic patients, we have seen that who keep on taking so many pumps, inhalers and all, when they start doing pranayams, their need for the medication reduce, and many of them even do away with their pumps. Pranayam has a lot of beneficial effects on the other parts of the system also. It is not only for the heart and the lungs, but even in patients who have got orthopedic problems, kidney problems, even their other acidity, gas related problems, all these things helps with pranayam. So I strongly recommend each and everybody to start doing the pranayam practices, which is a boon for the prevention and the treatment of various diseases.
For Ayurveda, everything in and around us are one and single existence. The microcosm, the body within which we are living, or all the living being, and the macrocosm around us are part of one unit. And the role of physician is merely a role of a conveyor belt between these two, where he is actually doing, he may be processing something so that the body can easily assimilate. Other than there is nothing he is doing other than substituting things which are lacking within the system by things that are available externally. This is in nutshell the basic principle or approach of Ayurveda towards health.
I am practicing Ayurvedic ophthalmology, which is one of the 8 branches described in Ayurveda. The 8 branches you can say Kaya, Bala, Griha, Urdhvanga, Shalya, Damshra, Jara and Vrisha. That is general medicine, pediatrics, psychiatry, toxicology, geriatrics, etc. etc. Here the ophthalmology comes in the branch of Urdhvanga Chikitsa. Urdhvanga means the above the neck. The main difference between, just for a comparable study, we can say that within the modern ophthalmology and Ayurveda, it is entirely in different aspects. That is, one modern ophthalmology mainly works in surgical specialties, more of surgeries are there, and whereas in Ayurveda it is of medical management session.
Πώς μπορώ να σας βοηθήσω, παρακαλώ?
How does it work? And why does it work? This is the question one faces when you look at all these treatments. To look at it, I think the best is to go to the principle of Ayurveda, and the basic principle is what they call Tridosam. Tridosam is described as the three energies that guide health and disease. These three dosas are called Vayu, or air dosa, Pitta, or fire, and Kapha, or water energy. And the basic qualities they have is Chala, or movement, for the Vayu element. It is Ushna, or heat, for the Agni dosa. And it is Dravya, or fluidity, for the Kapha. Good, that is good, normal. If one hears these three words like movement, fluidity and heat, what would one think? How would one look at it? They sound like totally non-scientific words that have no connection with our modern world. If one takes the word Pitta, or fire, it relates with heat, and it relates as well with form, or Rupa. If you look scientifically how form has been generated, we have to go back to the beginning of the creation of a human being in scientific terms. Semen and ovum comes together, and from these initial chemical reactions, through the formations of proteins that are structural, we start having a form. Let's go to the other dosa, what they call Kapha. Kapha has a very traditional description in Sanskrit. Guru Manda, like heavy and slow, and then Slaktsna, like smooth, and Mritsna, soft. If I think of these qualities, I can see that when Charaka described Ayurveda, the first qualities he used were neurological qualities. So he went straight away to a very deep control system of the human physiology to start his medicine. Now, it is interesting that it has been the last 10 years in the USA, 1990 till 2000, that has been called the 10 years of brain research. So how interesting. In medicine, we needed 50 years before we decided that the main control system is the brain, and we started researching. In Ayurveda, a few thousand years ago, they started from the brain and from neurological qualities.
பொறுத்து நிலவரம் பொறுத்து வாத பித்த கபம் என்ற 3 நிலைகளை பொறுத்து ஸ்டிமுலேஷன் கொடுப்போம். அது ஸ்டிமுலேஷன்ங்கிறது ஒரு எலக்ட்ரான் ஃப்ளோ, வைட்டல் ஃப்ளோ ஆஃப் லைஃப் எக்ஸிஸ்ட் இந்த பாடி என்பாங்க. பொதுவாக 108 வர்மம் பாய்ச்சிருக்கும். தசை, தமனி, நரம்பு, எலும்பு சந்திப்புகளில் உயிர்நிலை ஓட்டம் ஒடுங்கி இருப்பதுதான் வர்மம். அல்ல வாதம் பித்த கபம் இப்படி பிரஸ் பண்ணி விடும்போது கண்படல் நரம்புல உள் ஆப்டிக் நர்வ்ஸ், அதுல உள் நரம்புல இருக்கிற டெபாசிட்டுகள், பிளட் சர்க்குலேஷன் தடைப்பட்டிருக்கிறது எல்லாமே நிவர்த்தி ஆயிடும். அதுக்கு நட்சத்திர காலத்தை டச் பண்ணி பார்ப்போம், திலகத்த காலத்தில் டச் பண்ணி பார்ப்போம், நட்சத்திர காலத்தை டச் பண்ணி பார்ப்போம், காது துடி வரமும் பார்ப்போம், செவிக்குத்தி வரமுன்னு ஒரு வரமும் இருக்கு, அதை டச் பண்ணி பார்ப்போம். ஆனால் அதெல்லாம் பார்த்தால் கூட இந்த சுமைதாங்கி வர்மத்துல தான் இந்த தலையினுடைய என்டையர் ப்ராப்ளமும் இருக்கும். மூளை கட்டிகள் இருந்தா கூட இந்த சுமைதாங்கி வர்மத்தை டச் பண்ணாலே நமக்கு தெரியும். இதை பிரஸ் பண்ணாலே பேஷண்ட்ஸ் ஃபீல் பண்ணதை பார்க்கலாம். இந்த நரம்பு இழுக்கும், இந்த துடி நரம்பு துடிக்க ஆரம்பிக்கும். இதுதான் இந்த கை கால் உதறலுக்கே காரணம். இந்த சுமைதாங்கி வர்மத்தை வர்மா பரிகார முறையில குருவின் மூலமா சிஷ்யர்கள் தொட்டு காட்டுவாங்க. புக்ஸ்ல எல்லாம் இதுவரைக்கும் வந்ததில்லை.
What is pranayama? Breathing in and out is not pranayama. I see sometimes people walking in park and they are doing. I asked one, so what are you doing? He said pranayama. I really laughed and laughed. Breathing in and out is not pranayama. Moving stomach in and out, it might help to reduce the weight, but it is not pranayama. Then what is pranayama? Please read. It is a combination of two words, prana and ayama. Prana means the vital cosmic energy, and ayama means giving a dimension to that life force. It has nothing to do with breathing. When you do say Nadi Shodhan or Kapalbhati, which many people call Kapalbharti, when people do Anulom Bilom, they don't even call it on. They say Lom Bilom. I said, my God, what is that? So they don't even understand what the difference is of in between Anulom Bilom and Nadi Shodhan. They just say it, what they have heard it, and then whatever they understood. Breathing in and out is not pranayama. That is called breathing exercises. What is it? Breathing exercise is very important, but it is not pranayama. What is prana? The first energy released through which the molecules of your body or the atoms of this world begin to function, to create, is called prana. This is the vital cosmic energy. And ayama means to give dimension to it. That is pranayama. To understand pranayama, it is essential to understand the cosmic life force with which the mind and body are linked together. What is connecting your body and mind together? What is the bridge? The bridge is prana. If there is no prana, body is separated, mind is separated. This is what happens in the death time. You have a body, but it is lifeless. Right? What makes the body function? Is it oxygen? Any doctor sitting here? Is it oxygen which gives life? Well, if it is, then put an oxygen mask to a dead man. Will that person begin to breathe on its own, or will that person get enlivened? No. Actually, they will remove it. Why? They will say, no use now. Nothing there. What is that nothing? The medical students fail to answer me when I tell them, please explain what is life. And it's such a fun thing. They say when heart is beating, when brain is working, that is life. When it doesn't work, it is dead. But I said, don't we have the technology to resuscitate the person? Yes. Many times heart is stopped and then we can give the electric shock and it works again. Yes. Many times we bring out the person from their coma. Yes. So what is life? One of a yogi, Swami Rama, for good more than 20 years in America and Europe, he kept on going to hospitals and colleges, and he used to give just one demonstration. Not asana, just one demonstration. What? Panel of doctors will take his pulse, heartbeat, and then he'll say, give me 20 minutes. They are all sitting. After 20 minutes, he is lying down. Doctors check, no pulse, no heartbeat. Person is dead. They would write this certificate, this person is proclaimed dead. And after 10 to 15 minutes, Pulse would be back, breathing would be back, heart is pumping back, and he would sit up and he would say, now tell me, was I dead? Am I a ghost now? He did this demonstration many, many times. And it has been recorded, analyzed by many scientists, and they couldn't understand what this Indian yogi is doing. He knew what prana is. He knew how the body is functioning, and he had the power to control his body functions. Those which seem to be involuntary, and those which seem to be voluntary, the yogi knows how to switch it back and forth. Moving on. After the pranayam comes the limb of
any civilizations, they always confuse what is the energy in this universe. This Qi words is not developed until almost 4,000 years ago when acupuncture became available. General definition is really the universal energy. Any type of energy is considered Qi. For example, Chinese say Tian Qi. Tian Qi, that means sky energy, it means weather. So from here you can see the general definition is pretty vague, but very simple. Just any kind of energy in the universe, what we call Qi. Chinese start realize 4,000 years ago, you have Qi and you have a physical body. If both doesn't get balanced, then you get sickened and you are not strong, it cannot last long. So because of the reason, Chinese try to think about what is Qi in the human body. Well, since then, the words created. So these words that mean no fire. Because at that time, Chinese doctors, they are looking for a way, for the balance. If energy is too strong, energy is too weak, it can trigger the body's too much fire. Because the reason they always want right levels is not excess, not deficient. Then the new words start appear. So this word is the one you commonly see in any literature. So divided into two parts. This word means air, and then this is rice. When you define the Qi in human body, it's very scientific. This Qi actually produced in the bodies come from the oxygen and the glucose. Glucose plus 6 oxygen becomes 6 water and the 6 carbon dioxide and release 686 kilocalories of energy. The glucose is rice, oxygen is air. There's a book called The Body Electric by Dr. Baker. And inside, make more Western scientists start believe what Chinese call about Qi circulating in the body. Actually, it's bioenergy or bioelectricity. I can use that to interpret a lot of phenomena, a lot of things about Qigong. Universal energy, that's a general term definition. When we talk about applied to human body, it's actually, I would say, closer to bioenergy or bioelectricity.
In terms of anatomical and physiological function, human anatomy and physiology are commonly understood in contemporary science to be infused with functionality. That is the workings of the body at every level. However, in China, physical function is just one aspect of what the ancients called Qi.
Of the sympathetic system's action